Sanjeev. So we have Sanjeev. So we have Sanjeev Kumar, Head Information Security from Insecsys. He will be giving the guidance on ISO 27001, why it is important, why we need to implement it. So, sir, we thank you for giving your time. I would like you to proceed further with the information on this.
Thanks, Neha. Thanks, team. Uh, Myself, Sanjeev, and I'm going to present. As your Neha says that I'm headed of information security, headed of Insecsys. So, from the last couple of weeks, we are starting a webinar series for you requested to our client or organizations. So we are coming here. In the last web series, we have covered SOC compliances, and in this presentation on this webinar, we covered ISO 27001. So next slide, please. So the agenda for the day for a day is what is the ISO 27001. We know that why it's necessary, what are the clauses, what are the controls are there, and what are the benefit if any company opts this ISO. Uh, some comparison in the controls which updated in the 2013 to 2022, and what are the implementation process and what is the impact of changes. So these things we cover in this presentation. What is ISO? ISO is a part of ISO 27000 family. An information security management system that is called ISMS must meet the criteria outlined in the international standard in order to be established, implemented, maintained, and improved through time. It is a strategic choice for a business to implement an information security management system. The demands and objective of organizations, the security requirements, the organizational process in use, and the company's size and structure all have an impact on how the information security system is established and put into action. It is the anticipated that all of these determined elements will involve throughout time. By using the risk management method, the information security management system protects the confidentiality, integrity, availability of information and provide the interested parties with the assurance that risks are properly managed. The international standard can be used by the internal and external parties to the access the abilities to meet the organization own information security requirements. So what is the scope? There is one question. What is the scope of ISMS? The information security management system must be established and put into the place, maintained and improved over the time and accordance with the standard of the international standard. Yeah, that ISO is the worldwide valid. So we already mentioned that. So the standard of evaluation and management of the information security treats are also included in this international standard and are adjusted to the requirement of the company. The international standards are general in nature and are meant to apply all the organizations regardless of their form, size, or nature. So it is not necessary only IT's company or only any other means each and any company can opt this ISO or go for this ISO certification. It is for everyone who want to elaborate their companies in a worldwide. It unacceptable to organization to claim the compliance with the international standard while omitting any of requirement outlined the clause 4 to 10. So as I mentioned, there are clause 4 to 10 which says that in the clause number 4, context of organization. So what is the context of organization? So ISMS says that understanding the organization and its context. That means the organization shall determine the external and internal issue that are irrelevant to the proposed that affect the ability to achieve the intended outcome of its information security management system. There are 2-3 parts in that context, in that clause, that 4.2 and 4.3, that says that understanding the need of expectation in interested parties, that determine that interested parties that are relevant to the information security management system, the requirement of these interested parties relevant to information security. An organization shall determine the boundaries of applicability to information security management system to establish its scope. If we the next clause is leadership, where organization must uh, uh, define the leadership, who is the headed, and who are the implemented, who is the role and responsibility to who implement the ISMS policies or any other. If any type of risk is coming, so whom can opt that, or who can know that, yeah, this is my responsibility, and how to convey to the superior. So these type of things are come in the leadership. So the clause says that for the leadership, uh, the top management shall demonstrate the leadership and commitment with their respect of information security management system. How? By the ensuring the information security policy and information security objective are established compatible with their strategic direction of the organization. And next thing is ensuring the resources needed to information security management system are available, communicating an importance of effective information security management and conforming to the information security management system required. So these are coming in the leadership. Next point is the in that leadership is coming for the policy. So the leadership who are headed to the or accountable for the any part of that company, who are uh, able to determine how to create the policy and what type of policy should be created. That is defined in the next clause, our 6.2, where appropriate purpose of organization or include the commitment and continual improvement of the information security management system. Next thing is planning. The most important part of this clause are planning. That means the action to address or risk and opportunity, where we need to create a policy. That policy, if we go for the one path, we know that, yeah, this is the actual path for us, and if we go to that path, we find that there are some risks. So how to uh, omit remove that risk or accept that risk, that part are defined in that planning clause. So there are some rules which say that when the planning of information security system, the organization shall consider the issue referred issue or requirement and determine the risk opportunity that need to be addressed to ensure the information security management system can achieve its intent outcome, prevent or reduce the undesired effect, achieve continual improvement. So these type of things coming in the planning. Next thing, we can go for the support. So what is the support? Support says that to adequate the resources must be assigned, awareness raised, documentation prepared, and controlled. That means if any incident is happen in your organization, so if you know about that part, that code I have derived, or that password I have, if we go outside the world, it's a harmful for us. So what are the support needed for that that uh, for that you that are the come in the that support file. Next is operation. I'm visible or not? I think
Yes, sir, you are visible.
I'm visible. Oh. So the information security says that risk assessment says that the organizations have defined and apply the information security risk assessment process that establish and maintain the security risk criteria that include the accept criteria or uh, criteria for performing the information security risk assessment. So there are the these are the some clause and controls which are defined in the ISMS. Next is the support. So the organizations have defined and provide the resources needed the establishment, implementation, maintenance, and continual improvement for the information security management system. So for that support, we need to uh, competence where organizations shall determine the necessary competence of person doing the work under the control that affect the information security performance to ensure that the person are compliant and the basic of appropriate education, training, or experience where applicable take action are acquired to necessary competence and evaluate the effectiveness of action taken. Now, in that support, the awareness come where if you have policies, so each and every employee should know about your policies. Your vendors should also follow that policy and rule and regulations, whatever you have defined in the 4.0 means action plan. Now, next is our operation. So what is the operation? Operation, that means organizations shall plan to implement and control the process needed to meet the information security requirement and implement the action determined that is defined in the clause number 6. The organization shall also implement and plan to achieve information security objective that in determine the 6.2, clause number 6.2. So this is the operation, and last one is the management. Management review is the most important part of that ISMS. When you management should know each and everything about their organization, who know about their non-conformities, who know about their measurement, who know about their responsibilities, who know about their what method should be measured and what type of incidents are coming in their organization path or and audit results. This type of information should know about the uh, management, top management. So if each and everything is defined, like we have to plan, we have to implement, we know about our risk, we know about how to mitigate that risk. So last one is improvement. Last clause is improvement. So each and everything when we know, so we for the next target we know about uh, how to improve ourselves, how to improve our organization. This thing is defined in clause number 10, that is says that non-conformity and corrective actions. So if you know that that particular code is not good for us, definitely we can do the different code or different approach to mitigate that risk. After that, some annexes coming in a picture. There are 14 controls are there. In that 14 controls, uh, total 93 controls are booked in that 14 control category. That is information security, information organization security, organization of information security, sorry, human resource security, access management, access control, cryptography, physical environment security. So these type of controls are there, and these control basically organization needs to be give their uh, overview or their view on these annexes. So first one is information security, where the objective of that information security is says that the provide the management direction to support for information security and accordance with the business requirement and relevant law and regulations. There are in that nexus where each and every auditor wants to look that that company could go properly or not. So some mobile device networking, different type of things are there which are comes in that annexure. Next slide, please. So you can say that in the we already defined that in the annexure uh, in the updation of 2013 to 2022, there are changes. We have in the 2013 114 controls are there that come in the uh, 93 controls only group by the 14 control category. That the themes we have defined that organizational control, people control, physical control, and technological control. Each control have different controls that in organization control there are 37, people control there are 8 controls, physical control there are 14 controls, and technological controls there are 34 controls, where we define in the 5 attributes for all these controls. That is the control type, information security, security concept, operation capabilities, and security domain. Next slide, please. So these are the updates which uh, comes in the 2013 to 2022. So no major changes are there in the 2023. Most the thing is that uh, only 11 controls which come by way the recognized to advanced technology and risk landscape since 2013 release specify the controls that are follow. That is the threat intelligence, information security for the cloud services that comes in the 5.2.3, ICT readiness for business continuity, or configuration management that required the company to establish the policy to manage how they implement, monitor, and review the use of configuration across their entire network. So these are the some changes. You can say that in the section 5, means clause 5, for the 5 there are 8 controls. Section clause 6, they are for the organizational, that is 37 controls, which we already defined in our previous slide. So the major changes in the clause is 4.2, 6.2, 6.3, and 8.1. So in the 4.2, the changes is understanding the need and expectation of interested parties. And 6.2 is information security objective and planning to achieve them. And 8.1, 6.3 is planning and changes, and 8.1 is operational planning control. These are the clause changes in 2022. Next slide, please. Now, what is the some other clarification that 27,001 is certification and 27,002 is not a certification. Is the series 27,001 is the series relating to the information security management, and ISO 27,002 is a supplementary standard for the focus on information security controls that organization might choose to implement. That means if you need to choose, you go for the 27,002, or if you want to implement, then you go for the 27,001. That's come on the 27,000 ISO 27,000 series. Next slide, please. So I have some questions coming from our friends who asking what is the compliant and what is the certified. So it's a very general, it's a very standard. If you follow the ISMS rules, ISMS standard, but you are not audited by some third party or third party person, or some audit or company, third party company who has auditor, separate auditor for ISO. So at till time you are compliant, and if auditor, that means third party, is certified or check all the your compliances are as per the ISMS rules, ISMS clause and controls, you are certified. So this is the basic difference. Next slide, please. And the next question: who should be certified to the ISO 27,001? So in my overview, any organization that has to formalize or enhance their business procedure for protecting their information asset privacy and security can certify to the ISO 27,001. So it's the necessity of ISO 27,001 is independent to company size and or revenue. So it's not a big pudding. So how to implement, and what is the implementation process for that? So first of all, we have to plan. After planning, where we define that our processes, we defined our top management, we defined our CISOs, or implementation plan. We know after that we are in the current statement, where you can say that the process of implementation of risk, how to mitigate their risk, find the risk uh, in your organization or implementation of your organization, and if you find the risk, how to in the remediation part is coming. So you remediate with the internal auditor. You can hire your internal auditor also, or you can implement in your organization also with the help of ISMS set of rules. And after that, you can call for the program implementation who check all the your information, ISMS standard information you are followed or not, and you get certified. So this is the 6-month plan for the ISO 27001, where we consolidate the pre-assessment, we evaluate the policy and procedure, multiple round of assessment before the stage 1 and stage 2 audit. Like we have to check your, if you are IT company, we have to check your log review, we have to check your policies, we have to check your physical asset management, asset register, these all these things we have to check. After that, we have to talk with the top management. Each and every organization headed uh, uh, is the interview is going in that second phase, and after that, in the third phase, all the deliverable, that certificate is issued to your company. So yeah, if you have any question, please go ahead.
Yes, I have a question. What are the mandatory documents for ISO 27001 certification?
Yeah, the compliance with the ISO 27001 is not a mandatory in most of countries. Mandate are the generally determined by the regulatory authorities to respective countries or business partners. Beyond the government regulations, you can say that business entities ask for ISO 27001 compliance or certification to ensure the all shared information remains secure. So we can say that it's not a mandatory. IT-enabled business can be list, build confidence, their product, and demonstrating to their customer, partner, or investor their commitment to securing customer data. I think it's answer to your questions.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. One more question. How will ISO 27001 benefits my organization?
Yeah, it's a it's also a good question, Rohit. Uh, to implementing the information security framework is specified by the ISO standard help you to reduce your vulnerability to growing threats and cyber attacks. Second one is response to involving security risk. Third one, ensure to asset such the financial statement, intellectual properties, employee data, and information interested by the third parties remain undamaged, confidential, and available as needed. Fourth one, providing the uh, cert- centrally managed framework that secure all information in one place. And you can say that fifth one, prepare the people, uh, process, and technology throughout your organization to face technology-based risk and other threats. Sixth one, you can say that secure information, all forms, including paper-based, cloud-based, and digital, and save money, increasing the efficiency and reducing the expenses or for effectiveness defense technology. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. One more question is in our chat box. Can you please explain this?
Yes, please.
Is ISO 27001 mandatory?
No, I already say that ISO 27001 is not mandatory till now. There are some mandatory document in 27001 certification for the company that is the ISMS scope document, information security policies, risk assessment report. Second one is a statement of applicability, and last one is internal audit report. That are the mandatory documents for the ISO 27001 certification.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sanjeev sir, for a wonderful
Yeah.
session. We really
Yeah.
thank you for